I learned a lot at Kansas, a lot about playing both sides of the ball as hard as you can for the full time, and coach helped me out a lot with discipline and stuff like that, so I knew what to do and knew what to expect when I came into the NBA.
Xavier, do you think having to wait that long for the green room invite, you were one of the last guys invited, was that frustrating for you?
Nah, I wasn't worried about it at all because it wasn't a big deal for me to come up here. I was gonna go home if I wasn't invited here. So it's definitely fun being up here, but it wasn't like a heartbreaker if I didn't make it. So I'm worried about the draft and what happens then.
You're a guy that hasn't really had to wait for a whole lot of stuff throughout his career. You've always been a top high school recruit, one of the most highly touted guys. And has this process been a little bit eye-opening for you? And not really being the most coveted guy, maybe being kind of in that second tier of prospects. Is that how what has that taught you about basketball world?
I don't know, because I never really looked at it like that. When I was one of the top tier prospects or whatever, it didn't matter to me. I was just out there going to play basketball, and so that's the same thing I'm doing here. So I'm not really worried about who's in front of me, who's behind me, or anything like that. I'm just worried about basketball.
You talked a minute ago about being an adult about it, and you've always said you're a big kid.
Mm-hmm.
Have you grown up a lot in the last couple months?
Yeah, I'm still myself. I'm only 19. I still have fun with everything, but I make sure I take my time and relax and know what I'm doing and think about what I'm doing before I do it, and that's how I am. But I'm still just a 19-year-old kid, just enjoying life.
At this point, do you maybe get, after going through all the different workouts and all the people you've seen, do you maybe just get to the point where you just want to know where so you can get back to that task of playing basketball?
Yeah, kind of. I want the draft to just kind of come on. I know it's a little nerve-wracking because you don't know what team you're going to or what's going to happen, but I'm kind of in the point where I'm just ready to go get some workouts in, go to summer league and do stuff like that. So when the draft comes up, it's going to be a great day for me though. So I'm not going to shortchange that.
Do you get much clarity as it gets closer with regard to where you might go or who you might wind up with?
Nah, I'm not listening to nothing really. I'm just trying to spend time with my family and my friends out here.
What are you hearing from New Orleans? It seems like that might be where your window kind of opens up.
Yeah, I don't talk to him at all. My agent talks to him, so I don't know. I had a good workout there. I had a good workout a lot of places, so I really have no clue where I'm going to go.
Chris Paul, how would be playing next to him?
That'd be amazing. I've known Chris Paul for a little while now since he was in Oklahoma City playing for the Hornets, and saw him at a couple camps, and we talked a little bit. But it'd be fun because he's one of the greatest point guards the league has, and just playing alongside him, I'm sure I'll learn a whole bunch.
You almost went to Kentucky, and you see those 5 guys possibly can go in the first round. Even to you, do you think it's kind of mind-boggling that Kentucky could have 5 players and they could have been your teammates possibly?
Yeah, a little bit, because I didn't know even since I didn't go there, I didn't know if they were going to be like first round prospects like that. Like one of my best friends, Daniel Orton, I didn't know he was coming out to the NBA and stuff like that. So it's a little funny how all that worked out, and I'm happy for those guys and what they did.
I know you're proud that you played at Kansas, but do you ever sit back and maybe wonder what would have been?
Nah. I absolutely love Kansas. I wouldn't have changed nothing from my past year.
When's the last time you talked to Coach Self?
Probably a couple weeks ago. Just we text because we're not really around each other anymore since I'm flying everywhere and stuff. But we text all the time. He's just seeing how I'm doing. I ask about how the team's doing and how everybody's working out and if they're healthy and stuff like that.
Has he said anything to you about this week and specifically tomorrow night?
Nah, not really. He'll ask about how my workouts have been going, but other than that, he doesn't really talk about the draft.